Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new series on the DoD Productions PS5 YouTube channel. Now, this series is for NBA 2K23, and it's so-called MyNBA mode, which is the new name for the franchise part of the game. Now, the reason I'm not doing any of the online stuff is that I normally don't do online in these games, purely and simply because I'm not that good at them. But I will do a franchise mode, and that will constitute the content for NBA 2K23 this year. Now, interestingly, this year is a brand new feature to NBA 2K23, and that is so-called MyNBA eras. Now, this is the first of the the 4 eras that are in play. This era is the 1980s era, and I forget what it's called now, but it's an opportunity to go back in time to basketball in the 80s. It also rather poignantly features 80s style commentary, which we will be hearing throughout this first part of the save. Now, the first game is on October the 29th against the San Antonio Spurs. We are playing as the Houston Rockets for this save, primarily because for the short-lived save on NBA 22, I used the Utah Jazz, and because American Truck Sim, a different game, is releasing Texas as its next DLC, then that's why I've chosen this a team from Texas to use in this save. So here we go as we take on in the first game that we're going to play in this save. We're going to take on another team from Texas in the San Antonio Spurs from across the state. Now I just need to remember how to do this. Wonder if I can do that. Yes, I can. Right. I have before I started this save, I have made sure that music and all copyright related material is turned off. If the commentary turns out to be an issue as well, I will turn that off. At the moment I don't think it is, but we will find out later. I can always turn it down if necessary.
The NBA regular season is about to get underway, and here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets. Well, Mike, tonight, the culmination of all the hard work put in during the offseason.
And not just by the players. You have front offices trying to retool to get better, and coaches scheming to get the most out of the players they have.
And that's a daily job, isn't it, all season long?
Staying on top of them, making sure that they have understanding.
Oh, that's a bad camera angle, but he gets away with it. And we have a 2-0 lead early in the piece.
He's too tall, too long. Moore passes to Banks. Spurs passing it around to the inside. And that one is hammered home.
That's what you want from ball movement. Get the defense moving and find the chance inside.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I think this is how you get yourself going sometimes. Attack the rim.
He knows what he's doing. No signs of complacency early.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. On offense, here are the Spurs. It's a three-point game. At the teardrop, and it's Gervin laying it in.
A master of every type of shot. Gervin, the teardrop.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Lovell. Carries it down low. Lovell's got 5.
I'm just gonna check the time. This is 21:22. So okay. Do this entire game in this episode.
And that's a surprising time, Clark, for an intentional foul.
It sure is. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish right there. I'll tell you what, he better have a good reason for it, or he's going to be seeing some extra pine time.
Here's Gilmore.
Good read, quick to the ball. That's great defense.
Here's Gervin, and it's Gervin finishing it off.
Explosive near the rack. Gervin, levitating Iceman going upstairs.
Here's Lovell. Again, the Rockets score.
9-6.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Gervin surveying the D. He dishes it to Banks.
Ooh, almost intercepted by the Rockets.
And here is more from 15 feet away, and another basket for San Antonio. Here's Lovell. He's got 7. Over more.
He's going for 10.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
More outside, out to the right wing. Banks kicks to Roberts. Now the pass to Moore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, there are occasions when contact doesn't affect the shot. That sure did.
Easy call for the refs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes both free throws. The Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Lovell. Bangs home the trifecta. Lovell's got 12. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Moore outside. Down low. Here's Roberts. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Can't afford to leave him open for mid-range. You're asking to get burned when you do this.
Shoots. And Houston again with the bucket. Spurs
Yeah, Houston very good in this game so far.
Moore right side.
More.
Banks dishes to Roberts. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Level.
Oh.
That's good. He's got 16.
And he's been in the zone so far, getting to his spots and going to town on the defense.
And Mike, there's a surprise. An intentional foul.
That's an interesting decision there. Not sure why he decided to foul in that situation.
I'm not either. Paxson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Gilmore passes to Banks. Here's Roberts. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, how about the confidence? I love watching him be that assertive down low.
And pin the blame on the defense there. You can't just give him an open layup.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Showing outstanding body control in traffic with the nice leaner.
Inside, here's Roberts. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
Here's Lovell. And another 3 for Houston.
Hoping to stretch the floor. He does a bit of everything for this team.
Good start for the Rockets.
It's Gervin on the wing, guarded by Reed. Gervin attacking. That one, no good. And Houston the other way. Here, matched up against San Antonio is how they'll tip off the new season. Goes up on the top of the key, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Tell you what, both teams have got it going on. I mean, playing phenomenally well.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be hard to keep this pace up. We'll see.
Here's Gervin, and it's Gervin finishing it off.
When he has the ball in his hands, Paxson does a good job scanning the floor, finding these opportunities to set up shooters.
Level, and another three for Houston.
28-20 towards the end of the first quarter, and that's another intention. I'm not even pressing any buttons in there. Let's just call the timeout. Okay. I like the presentation in this era. It actually looks like it's a game that would be associated with that era.
San Antonio will retain possession.
Even now, Houston lead by 28 points to 20.
104 left to play in the first quarter. Tries from 10. Brooks misses. Rockets leading by 8. From deep three-point range. Here's McCray. It's tipped. And finally they hit one.
Their scoring has been a problem. Been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Tucker inside, and it's denied. And he recovers it. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Right block shot. It's tipped, and they get it back. And Workman gets it to go. Houston in the lead. Here's Level. Nice form on the 20-footer. Hubble's got 26.
This is masterful how he's facilitating this offense. He's just tearing the defense apart with all of these well-timed dimes.
And this kind of play improves team chemistry. He's doing an outstanding job tying this offense together.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer.
And the end of the first quarter then, it's 32-22.
They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Houston. Rockets leading by 10. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Sampson's shot, good. Sampson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Rockets.
Found the crease, took advantage, and got it in close.
An edge to this lead. They're having their way.
Brooks right side. On the wing, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Looking around the NBA, Mike, is there a division that you think right now is the strongest?
The Atlantic, no doubt, includes the Sixers, last season's champs. Boston, they might be better than Philly, and a few other playoff caliber squads as well.
It's about as deep as we've seen, don't you think?
It is. It's tremendous depth in that conference.
Here's Sampson. And again, the Rockets are good for 2.
Offensively, they've clearly and far and away been the more efficient team.
Yeah, the offense is running smoothly, and it's only the first half, but they've looked more prepared for this matchup.
You know, to put things simply, they've outworked the opposition on the glass, which is why they have this lead.
Yeah, coach has to be really happy with their effort on the boards. Just being absolutely relentless and torching the opposition as a result.
Shakes him. The shot, no good. Houston leading by 14. Deep.
Oh.
Tries again. Hayes goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Hayes has got his first basket.
Valiant effort all the time on the glass from Hayes.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Got to halt this run now, right here, right now, and maybe devise a new strategy here.
Also a chance for his guys to take some deep breaths and renew their defensive focus.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
Second quarter.
And the Spurs with possession. He trailed by 16. And coach a foul here, and it looked to be an intentional foul.
I'm not really sure why he did that. Maybe a miscommunication.
Moore outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Reed with the rebound. Here's Hayes. And again, the Rockets are good for two.
Perfect pass there. Understanding how to set up his teammate.
Spurs trail by 18. Moore outside. Here's Roberts. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That shot was too good to pass on. We just couldn't get it totally dialed in.
The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 6 points.
How do you expand the lead, increase it? It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about buckets, not just about stops. You need both.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bucket is good. Reeves got his second basket of the game. Things just haven't come together, Mike, for them in these last couple possessions.
I think they need to slow down and wait for the right shot, a high percentage shot.
Struggling to find their flow while the other team is on the roll.
Yeah, this drought is really hurting them. They've got to mix things up and try and snap at it.
It's good on the putback.
I think it's what every youth coach says at least sometimes. Follow your shot. And that's why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
San Antonio calls timeout. Helos checked in for Reed. A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Moore passes to Roberts. Sampson pulls it in. Rockets have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. A shot fake there got the D out of position. Hayes has got 8 points in the quarter.
When you have the shooting ability of Elvin Hayes, you can take those mid-range shots.
Pass to Gervin. The high post shot, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now, they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
Here's Banks. Gervin trying to break loose. From deep three-point range, no good.
Well, you want an example of a questionable shot? Look no further.
I've heard of heat checks, but he might need a reality check.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Tucker's checked in. .136 left to play in the first half. Gervin against Elo. Gervin in the post. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Great touch from the swingman. Gervin has an excellent understanding for how to score down there.
18 feet out. Count the basket. Hubble's got 30.
And you know, the ability to knock down the mid-range shot can be an equalizer against bigger defenders.
Absolutely. Draw them away from the rim where their size becomes a hindrance. He's so difficult to slow down when he gets that fire in his eyes.
Rockets leading by 20. Here's Elo. And it's Houston with another. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Tucker the pass to Roberts. Outside Banks. To the paint. Shot by Roberts, no good. Rockets shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Elo, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Elo's got 4 points this quarter. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Banks, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Elo, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
A third-round pick. Elo's shot has helped him earn a spot in this league.
Here's Griffin, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And that was a foul. No question about it.
He deserved to go to the line after that hit.
The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And both free throws good for Gervin.
There are so many incredible talents in the game today. But George Gervin, he might be at another level when it comes to scoring.
He nails the buzzer beater.
He was doing whatever he wanted to out there. I love how he closed out this quarter.
So 60-36 at half time, ladies and gentlemen.
All over them.
And so it's Houston, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
60-36. We get ready to start the second half.
And here are the Rockets now. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Here's Lovell. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And the Spurs with possession. And it's Moore penetrating. Reed with the block. And he's able to get it back. Right side Banks. Second shot opportunity. Shot by Gervin, no good.
Even though they came up empty, that's exactly the shot they want.
They'll take that kind of look every time down the floor. Hopefully with a different result next time.
Count it.
And the defense wasn't bad, but they got to be a little quicker on the contest.
McRae has gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Moore passes to Roberts. Gilmore. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
At 7'2", Gilmore can really own the interior and play above the defenders.
Here's Sampson. And it's good, 2 points. Sampson's got 8 points.
And how about the timing from him on the offensive glass? Positioning himself perfectly to capitalize.
There's a good screen. Gervin. The feed to Roberts. Kick out to Moore. Spurs passing it around. Passes to Roberts. Shot clock at 5. And that one, good. He's got 10. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Now Walker, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot is good by McRae. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Gilmore. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Great slam by the 7'2" Gilmore. Once he gets positioning inside as strong as he is, the rest is easy.
Drills it from outside. Hubble's got 33 points.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Moore outside.
69-42.
Kicks to Banks. He dishes it to Roberts. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got 7 rebounds in the game. From deep. The rebound by the Spurs.
If he keeps taking shots from that far out, I think the coaching staff might just find a spot for him on the bench and let him spectate for a bit.
And even if he stays on the floor, he's going to freeze himself out of the offense by pulling the trigger from way back there.
Reed with it. Working on Gervin. Reed gets the bucket. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. San Antonio calls timeout.
Boy, somebody needs to get these guys fired up so they attack the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight. This led to way too many second chance shots.
Jones checked in for Houston. Teagle comes in for Walker. And the Spurs with some changes. Here is Brooks. Now, here's Tucker. The pass to Workman. Here's Edmondson. 6 on the shot clock. Paxson passes to Workman. Teagle grabs the miss. Houston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Reed. Carries it from three-point range. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Poor defense on the perimeter. Has to be better.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Tucker, the pass to Workman. He gets it in there.
Slick move. Coming off the pick and going straight to the hoop.
Here's Level. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you got to just keep it going.
Again with the block. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 13. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets. The Spurs have gone 8 and 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Edmondson passes to Workman. High quality look, and he sinks it.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Here's Level. And Houston again with the bucket.
Sweet lean-in shot. No defense around. Probably could have gone straight up.
Spurs have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Tucker. That one a little long.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
And another 3 for Houston.
They're starting to idle down and settle in. Much better shot selection this half.
Yeah, they're showing great patience at the offensive end.
It's Brooks on the wing. Pass to Workman. Here's Paxson. It's rebounded by Houston. Sampson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Teagle from 18 feet away, and it's Houston with another. And here's Paxson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Feeds to Brooks. Shot to stop the run. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
John Paxson.
Houston's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Here's Level. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
11 seconds left to
5 and 9 from the 3-point range in this second half.
Tucker with the ball. 1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Houston with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We'll get right back to the action when... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. It feels like there's more and more talk, Coach, of a makeover to the draft system every year. Do you think that'll happen?
It's probably only a matter of time. There's something imperfect about flipping a coin for the #1 pick. There's buzz going on about some sort of a lottery system.
Well, what do you think about that? Would you be in favor of a lottery system?
Don't you think someone will find a way to circumvent whatever they set up? Everybody's always trying to beat the system.
Absolutely. From 10 feet out, that one wide left. Looking to keep it rolling.
Stay on the attack and keep playing the right way.
Unloads. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Well, their pass to Odom. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot's good by Walker.
Beautiful timing and extension. Great move to the rack.
Here's Tucker. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Cuts off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Jones is running. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Here's Tucker. Last season, the NBA, Mike, adding the Sixth Man of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year awards. What were your thoughts on that?
A great decision by the league to create those awards. Giving some love to guys who might not usually get recognition.
I know you feel the same way. The game has so many levels and so many facets to it, and everybody's got their hand on the success, including the defensive player on that team, or this guy that comes off the bench and is the crucial sixth man.
A guy might be great in one particular area. Why not be recognized for it? Because it's a major contribution to that person's team winning by him doing what he does well.
Well, that's a great thought. And the first one drops. For the past two seasons, Coach, it's been the Lakers and the 76ers in the finals. Will we, do you think, see the rubber match this season?
Well, the Sixers were the most dominant playoff team we've ever seen. 12-1 on their way to the title. But the East is loaded. I think the Lakers will be back to the finals before Philly.
I know veterans, too, on both teams, Mike. It's going to be fun to watch them as they work with younger players on both rosters. Tucker inside. Elo covering. Tucker can't get it to go. Rockets on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Nevitt. They grab their own miss. Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
Good job chasing after the play, getting the rebound, and delivering a strong finish.
And things are only going to get worse for the defense if they keep letting plays like that happen.
And going with the reverse on that slam. Nice.
Yeah, Clark, you can almost see him float in the air, like suspended.
Yep.
And that shows you that hang time he possesses.
Shot's good by Walker.
Well, it's just one of the many things that Elo does pretty well. Finding an open man to set up with the ball. Well done there on the pass.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Impressive anticipation on the lead pass, putting it right on the money for his teammate.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and it's Houston with another. The Spurs are gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Odom with a screen on Elo. With the drive, got a piece of it. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Banked in off the glass.
You know, Elo has the look of a surfer. He's free-flowing, kind of blondish, floppy hair, but he's a starting level talent for sure. And he draws some of the toughest assignments at the defensive end of the floor.
And another great look at the 2K drop.
Taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the D and made them pay.
Brooks misses. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And that one drops.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Rockets.
Clark, it seemed like they did everything well tonight.
Yeah, you can point to a lot of things, Kevin. You could talk game plan, you could talk execution, but they were just a more talented team. That's what the deal was.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. From deep 3-point range, he doesn't hit that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Brooks against Walker. Brooks misses. Mike, they have been fantastic tonight, haven't they?
What a performance from them.
On the basket by Jones.
The fans heading home very satisfied tonight.
With good reason. Their team played well.
And Tucker kicks to Butler. Passes it to Odom to stop the run. It's deflected, and he gets it back.
Well, there's a reason it was way off. He got fouled.
Yeah, easy whistle.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Spurs. Odom. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Odom. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Elo, and Houston again with the bucket.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
Now, here's Tucker. D right on him. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Sampson. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the Rockets score.
Giving up mid-range looks to a shooter like him, not going to help you get out of this hole.
Yeah, time for a change because right now they're just getting beat up.
So you see the Rockets taking the win here.
So it finished 116-58 to the Rockets in the first game of the series, ladies and gentlemen. The way this game works and the way it does its quarters, we're going to have 1 to 2 games per episode. But then I'm going to play some games off camera and then, off recording, and then come back with a few more episodes once I've got a bit more into the season, because otherwise seasons are going to take too long, because there's 82 games per season and I want to play most of them, because the way this game works, you want to make sure you're in a position to win a division before you start simming most of the games. So that's what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Because this game has gone on as long as it has, that's going to bring this first video to an end. So we're only going to feature one game, but we have featured an entire game in it. And in the next video we'll be playing the Indiana Pacers and also the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think it is. In the next episode, those will be on 2 successive days. One away to the Pacers and then away to the Cavaliers. And then that'll take up episode 2, and in episode 3 we will take on the Detroit Pistons and the I think it's Sacramento Kings. So that's the next 2 episodes organised. It'll be Indiana and Cleveland in the next episode, followed by Detroit and Sacramento. But that's going to bring this video to an end, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, thank you for your support and thanks for watching.